foundations of your life.
Being able to learn anything you want, being able to excel in anything you want. Pretty much the doors are open.
And maybe I'll end up at a library or something, find some area that I like and go, well, let's see what I can put into this genius brain here, hey?
So it's really a fascinating sort of concept. And it's even more fascinating.
Is huge. It'd easily be six figures. You can say hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's been worth to me. That would not be an exaggeration.
The only way that you can get those kinds of experiences is to do it. Wouldn't it be cool that any new area of your life you want to go into, in an evening, you could photo read 5 books. In an hour and a half, you could have activated those books. The next day, you're ready for any meeting that is on that subject.
There's a problem with respect to time. There's so much that you need to read to keep up. So if you have a lot of preparation to do, especially if things have come up that you hadn't expected, you get very little sleep.
I spent a lot of time just being in the office, traveling, coming back home at night, and at night I just want to kick back for a little while, but it's already 10 o'clock at night when I get back home, and it's time to get up and start over again.
The human eye processes approximately 10 million bits of information per second.
Reading, at least for me, was always laborious, it was always tedious, and it was always somewhat frightening. The attitude was, I have all of this material that I have to go through, I have to know it all, and I'm only going to be able to go through it at 100 words a minute.
For a few years now, I had problems with reading. Sometimes I'll have problems like losing my concentration or get through a page and not understand what I was reading.
To go to a library, if I go to a library and take a book out, I need 6 months to get through it. So truly, I wouldn't go to libraries. No.
Out of 10 million bits of information per second that are processed by the brain, 40 bits reaches you at a conscious level.
The last couple of years I've been studying stock market courses and all that, and it's pretty stressful when you don't make money, when you actually lose it.
で、その部署っていうのが
Suddenly, the section that I was given to manage was beginning to decline.
どうしようって。
I wondered what I was going to do.
If you talk to people that get into the trading field and how important it is to keep current with what's going on in the markets and to read good research, and the value that you could place on it, is huge.
There is so much that's going on beyond your conscious ability to process it. It's bizarre.
I've done track for 3 years, and when I run, it's not the way I run at practice. I think that when I continue to photo read, that positive thoughts will go into my subconscious mind, and that I'll believe more in myself.
Every day there's a fear. I think everybody deals with those kind of fears.
I've missed time with my family. My daughter, I used to go see her plays. She's into drama at school, and haven't seen any of them in the last 6 months. So this has been bothering me for a little while now, and I definitely need to make some changes right now.
I'm in my 3rd year doing economics. I struggle to finish essays. I spend all my time just trying to keep up with the work. And I did, but I had no social life whatsoever. And that's when I came to photo reading.
So what photo reading has done is it's codified a system to capture that power for you.
In reading, regular reading, you read one word at a time. In photo reading, you start with the whole concept.
Maybe the way we're supposed to start, which is what the cognitive psychologists show us, which is what the accelerated learning experts show us, if we want to absorb a subject, immerse yourself in the subject first. Don't try to figure it all out. Don't try to finesse your way into it. Just get into it.
I'm able to, go to the library, pick out 5 books on managing, and photo read them, and able to find out certain key points that other people have found that successes in their business, and you can consume an incredible amount of information in a short time.
Yes, I started writing essays in 2 hours. What used to take me 2 weeks of solid study. Now it takes me 2 hours and I get better grades on them.
You're just absorbing all of it all at once. And as you do that, what is your brain taking in? What's it processing? At 10 million bits of information per second.
I can now cover much greater amount of professional, academic, or scientific material.
We want to apply this wherever we can. We need to boldly step up to the challenge.
I photo read the report, which was fairly technical.
2 people that I met and were writing a book and had asked me to help them with that.
Actually, I seem to have understood the plan better than some of the people who had been involved. And I photo read it for 15, 20 minutes.
And I photo read 18 books, and I woke up Monday morning and I just had the whole book was right in front of me.
I decided that I would photo read an accounting book because that was the one that I failed in prior, so this was a real test.
I photo read and did the direct learning of all the books in the areas that I had to be proficient in order to manage.
I came back to meet with the same teacher that I failed with. I took my first test, and I will be surprised if I get one wrong. I mean, one little point wrong, because it was just that. I was that confident.
I decided to photo read from that point on. Eventually, that department expanded to 480 million.
Why do we go into books? What's the purpose of a book? It's just a bunch of paper. You could start fires with them. The idea is to activate who you are, the real power and potential that you are in this life.
I use it to acquire skills, and I just photo read them, and I don't consciously read the material, but I see an improvement in all sorts of areas in my life.
And I was in awe. I just couldn't believe it, and I really felt the power of my inner mind.
While we're kind of living out here in the ethers about what's possible, we're going to also bring you right back to the focus of here's what traditional society says is comprehension.
Photo reading is a course that actually excels you in reading. You develop a faster speed and actually a better comprehension.
I rely on it daily, really, to provide me with the information that I need.
Paul's always updating things, and the state of the art in photo reading is a moving target.
This program has evolved over the last years, and just as you have continued to evolve. The importance of this type of processing is unlimited in terms of the effect that it can have on your life.
I came to photo reading, and I picked it up in my second year, and I got a first as a result, and I got a scholarship as a result of that.
And as a result of that, the company excelled, but I became the youngest executive in the company.
Now you look at a stack of books and you say, wow, I've got the opportunity